Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Today I'm out testing the Kymco Downtown 350. It's been an awesome day riding around Newcastle, a city I love. I've been riding around the city in busy traffic, and I got out of town on the open roads and the highway and did some high-speed stuff as well. So it's been very impressive, the Downtown 350. But before I tell you what it was like to ride, I'll just give you a rundown on some of the features of the scooter, because it's got quite a lot of cool things. A really good mid-capacity scoot. It's powered by a 320cc single overhead cam engine, liquid cooled, single, 4-stroke. So it's not a 350, it's a 320. I guess Kymco just wanted to name it a 350 like so many manufacturers do now. But it certainly punches above its weight there. It's got a really nice smooth CVT transmission that's well matched to the engine. So they've done a very, very good job there. It's fuel injected, as is pretty standard these days. And it's Euro 3 compliant, which is a bit of a surprise. It's not Euro 4 or even Euro 5. It's only Euro 3, but I'm sure they can change that in the future when they really have to. Stopping it, it's got triple piston calipers. So they're floating calipers, 2 pistons on the outer and 1 on the inside. And it's got Bosch ABS as well, which works really well. So that's pretty impressive. The front rotors are 260mm and the rear rotor is 240mm. So yeah, very impressive brakes, especially for the weight of the scooter. The styling is cool, as you can see. It's very futuristic. It's got a center stand and it's got a side stand, which is a bonus. The center stand's so important on a scooter, of course, but it's handy to have a side stand as well. Lots of storage under the seat, and it's also got glove boxes at the front, and it's got a recharge plug as well to keep your phone charged, which is easily accessible, just a 12-volt one. It's got a 14-inch front wheel and a 13-inch rear. It'd be nice to have slightly larger wheels, but they're big enough. That 13-inch probably helps with the super acceleration as well of the scooter, so that's not bad. Lean angle is pretty impressive, 39 degrees Kymco state, so I was certainly cranking it over today. The foot pegs at the rear for the pillion are real ones as well, they fold out. Okay, so the shocks have 5-way preload adjustment, and the forks are traditional telescopic forks. Headlights are LED. It's got sort of dual circular LED lights, and the tail lamps are also LED. You can't miss it. It stands out. It's really bright. And the colours are diamond silver, which is what I'm on today, and matte white. So it comes in those 2 colours. Dash is a little bit hard to read. It's got a lot of functions though. So you got your speedo, your odo, trip meter, fuel gauge, water temp, air temp, voltage, oil, and an emergency light as well. Weight is 173 kilos, which is pretty light for a scooter of this size. And yeah, that 320cc engine is punching out pretty good power. It's 22 kilowatts at 7,750 RPM. It's a 72 by 72 mil bore and stroke. So it's square. So it revs, but it's still got torque there. So anyway, what was the Downtown 350 I like to ride? So around town, it was really impressive. In the more open suburbs, just heading into the city from where I picked the scooter up, which is Graham Morris Motorcycles at Broadmeadow, Newcastle, I found it brilliant on the 70, 80k zones, the bigger, wider roads. It's effortlessly cruising along at those speeds, and off the lights, it's super quick. It's quicker than an AK550 or quicker than a T-Max or any maxi scooter I've ridden. So very impressed with the acceleration of the Downtown 350. And it's like I said, it's just effortlessly cruising along in those open roads. So be happy out in the open suburbs if you lived out there and you had to commute or you wanted to do some trips. And once I got into the city, you haven't got that cumbersome weight of a maxi scooter. It's really easy to do feet up maneuvering, lane filtering, U-turns, parking. There's no point where I felt like I had to concentrate so much to balance the scooter on the throttle and rear brake to keep things going, keep up momentum, really putting my feet on the ground, which is how you ride a much smaller scooter. So it's very well balanced. Wheelbase is about 1550 mil, so it's not short, but it's balanced and it's easy to ride, a lot like a smaller scooter. So those upgrading from a smaller scooter to something like the Downtown 350 will find this one quite easy to ride. It's not intimidating, the weight's carried low, so I was really impressed by its performance there, and it was quite busy as well, and I went through a bit of roadworks and things like that, so it was quite a test for it. Then I headed out of town, again, impressive, right out on the more open roads. So I headed out onto the expressway in the end, onto the M1, where I sat comfortably on 120 kilometers an hour, easily squirting it up to 130 for overtaking. And you could just ride it all day. You could ride this thing around Australia. Super comfortable seat. It's quite broad, well supported, lots of leg room on the scooter, and the wind protection from the screen's good as well. I'd actually like it possibly, either a few inches higher or a few inches lower. I couldn't quite find that sweet spot there, but it was still really good to have it. And I didn't have a pillion, but just judging by the acceleration around town and how it does behave on the open road, I don't think it would be an issue having a pillion. Lots of storage under the seats. I had my bag, my camera gear, my GoPro, a cold drink under the seat, and that was fantastic. The storage on this bike, like I have said, is really impressive. But yeah, out on the open road, it was really impressive, smooth, comfortable, great protection from the weather. The engine's not working hard at all. And overall, really impressed. I did some emergency stops coming back into town. So I did 100 to 0, 60 to 0 at full brakes on the ABS, and it stops as impressively as it accelerates. So overall, I did quite a few hundred kilometers on the Downtown 350i. I was very impressed by it. You can read the full review on bikereview.com.au. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Have a fantastic day, and if you're interested in a mid-size scooter, I definitely recommend you check out the Kymco Downtown 350i. It does everything, and it's a very good price as well. Good quality, impressive. Have a great day. Take it easy.